The friend zone doesn't exist. You just can't accept rejection. This is another one of those tough pill to swallow that a lot of people don't like to swallow. But the friend zone is a made up fairy tale place that you make up in your head when you can't accept that the person you like doesn't like you in the way that you like them. Nobody is obligated to like you, to reciprocate the like or the love that you have for them. Nobody. This is huge. This is huge. When you realize this, you're going to be so much more freer. You're going to feel like you can do so much more with your life. You'll be able to get into relationships you want to be in, not in relationships you don't want to be in. Once you accept, nobody on this planet is obligated to like you back. I can like a girl. I can think a girl's fine. I can get to know her through maybe acquaintanceship, co-working, or just as friends. I can think she's dope. I can think she's amazing. I can have these imaginary fairy tale scenarios where we end up together and we have a family and everything's great. I can go through all that, but there is nothing, no law, no moral principle, no philosophical principle, nothing. There is nothing that says she needs to reciprocate that back to me. Where everybody is messing up right now when it comes to dating, when it comes to relationships, is everybody's entitled. Everybody believes that if I like you, you should like me back. No, she should not. No, she does not have to like you back. And then you tell yourself, well, oh, she put me in the friend zone. She didn't put you anywhere. She rejected you, and you didn't want to accept that rejection. She doesn't like you in the way that you like her, and you don't want to accept that. You don't want to accept the fact that she doesn't see you as a potential partner. And then you want to hypothesize and philosophize why that is. Oh, hypergamy. Oh, she's into chats. Oh, this, oh, that. No, bro. She just don't like you. Get over it. Get over it. And I know that may sound harsh or not empathetic, but it's completely empathetic. Because what you are suffering from is a hardcore case of ego. No woman or men, for women who put themselves in the friend zone, is obligated to like you in the way that you like them. Once you can accept that you've been rejected, then if you still think that this person has value and you want them in your life, you can keep them in your life as an acquaintance or as a friend. But that's the problem. That's the fundamental problem. We live in a society where if this person is not giving me what I want, how I want, when I want it, then something's wrong with them. You don't ever stop to think and realize, bro, you are creating impossible situations for you to win. So you're telling me if a woman doesn't do what you want, like you the way you want, in the way that you want her to like you, how and reciprocate the type of love that you have for her in the way that, bro, you are so consumed with self. This ain't about you, dog. She don't like you. She don't like you. Bro, I have a woman. Most women don't like me. Think about that for a second. Most women won't like you. Most, like 99% of women don't even know you exist. Get over yourself. You are not that important. You are not that special. The second you get over yourself is the second you stop being so insecure. Because what people don't understand, both the arrogant person and the insecure person, the only person they can think about is themselves. That's it. You frame the entire relationship with the person from your perspective. Oh, I'm in the friend zone. No, you're not. You got rejected. You got rejected. It's a made up fairy tale place where you're upset that she's not reciprocating the kind of attraction that you have for her back. That's all it is. That is all it is. And once you kind of get that, you go, wait a second. If I just understand nobody's obligated to love me or to like me or to reciprocate the kind of emotions I have for them, then I begin to understand that what dating, what relationship building really is. It's just that. It's going out into the world, right? And I don't not empathize with men, because socially speaking, we are usually the ones who have to create a relationship out of thin air. And women never appreciate that. They well, eventually they get older, they do. As they get older, they will. But when they're in their 20s, 30s, they take for granted how much effort, energy, ability, skill that it takes to go up to a person, right? And just form a relationship out of thin air. I'm just going to form a relationship out of thin air. It's like, dog, that is very difficult, because the first thing I have to get over is my fear of rejection. And so a lot of men, when they don't want to overcome that initial obstacle, that initial fear, when they do get rejected, they begin to lie to themselves and then go, oh, well, she just put me in the friend zone. No. That's not what happened, bro. You propositioned her for a certain kind of relationship. She said no. She said no. She said that's not what she wants. But now you need to go back and examine your own self. If she is not reciprocating the kind of energy that you want her to reciprocate, why do you think she should? Why do you think she should like you in the way that you think that she should like you? What you're going to come to is all your reasoning is going to be about self. Well, I'm this, I'm that. I could give her this. She always complains about that, and I could be this for her, right? She says she wants this, and I'm that. It's all going to be about you, but that's the problem. If she gets into a relationship with you, everything is going to be about you, and you're either going to be extremely arrogant, which is going to lead to being inconsiderate, or you're going to be extremely insecure. That's going to lead you to basically being abusive, right? Both of these situations eventually lead in abuse, because you refuse to accept that she is her own person. She has her own experiences, her own life. There are things that have nothing to do with, most of the reason why she's not attracted to you has nothing to do with you. It has to do with her temperament. It has to do with her upbringing. It has to do with her current views about relationships, where she's at in life. Like, there are so many factors that go into whether or not a person likes you that have nothing to do with you, and there's nothing you could do to fix it. There's no amount of looks maxing you can do. There's no amount of going to a class or taking a seminar or buying an online course. There's nothing you could do. When someone doesn't like you, they don't like you. That's the real tea. That's the real game. What a lot of pickup artists, relationship gurus tell you is that even the best quote unquote pickup artists are going to have a quote unquote closing rate of under 20% on their best nights. Like, you guys in your head, and this is why I'm starting to release videos more and more, and I'm going to start releasing more and more videos every day, because I've understand that I can be guilty of this too. We do so much living in our head, and we create these impossible situations that we want other people to abide to, right? We want other people to abide by these weird ass rules that we've developed in our head, but it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense, okay? So what should you do if you've been quote unquote friend zoned? Just accept that you've been rejected. Just accept that you've been rejected and go, okay, it's not a slight towards you. I think that's the thing. We feel like we take rejection so personal. And the only time you should really take rejection personal is when you're actually in a relationship. Then when a person is breaking up with you, or they're leaving you, or whatever, that rejection is personal. Because that's somebody going, I tried you, I don't like you, I'm moving on. That's the only type of rejection that you should take as personal. But rejection prior to a relationship, she don't know you, bro. She don't know you. How can she reject you if she don't know you? Her rejection is not a reflection on you, it's a reflection on her. She might not just be in a time space in her life where she can entertain you right now, or she's just not attracted to you, dog. Like, stop getting mad at women who are not attracted to you. She's not thinking about you today. She wasn't thinking about you yesterday like you were thinking about her, and she's not going to think about you next week. If that makes you upset, if that makes you sad, if that makes you whatever, you need to go inside. You don't need to project. You don't need to get a course. You don't need to, you need to look at yourself and go, wait a second. Why do I care so much that this woman who doesn't even know me rejects me? What clearly I was looking for something else other than the potential of a relationship, because even when she rejects me, I still have the potential of a relationship. Now, I'm not saying that you should just settle for being a friend, because that's weird. That's weird, kind of settle for being somebody's friend. Friendships are great. Friendships are great until you get to a place where you can proposition a woman and her response doesn't really have any effect on you. You're probably not in prime position to date. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't date. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't go out on dates. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't try. But what I'm saying is that, this is actually something that for myself I've always had. One of the few qualities that I've always had. I've always been okay with rejection. So I was the kind of guy in high school and middle school where as soon as I realized I liked the girl, I told her. Now, from a game perspective, that wasn't the best move, right? Because there were probably a lot of girls that, well, not a lot of girls, probably a few girls that I probably could have a real relationship with, but I came across too strong, right? But that just goes with it. I didn't know any better, but I will say that getting in touch with myself and knowing what I want and what I like and putting it out there, so that way she knows. So she knows even if she engages with me on a friendship level, right? She knows that I'm coming from a, hey, I'm attracted to you standpoint. So everything that's another reason why I did it, is because it really does put the ball in their court. If you know I like you in this way, and then you still come at me flirting with me, but you've said you don't want to be in a relationship with me, then I can call you out for trying to use me and manipulate me, because you know how I feel about you. You know how I feel about you. You know I like you. So why are you trying to act like you like me, knowing you've already told me you don't want to be in a relationship? See, when you can put yourself out there without fear of rejection, and then being able to continue on a relationship or discontinue a relationship based upon that initial conversation, what you're able to do is you're able to now stand and defend yourself, right? A lot of people get their heart broken in relationships because they don't stand up for themselves. They don't assert their boundaries. And the reason being is because they're afraid of losing the other person because of what the other person represents to their ego. So I just wanted to come and share that with you guys. This video's getting kind of long. I am going to try to put more videos out because I hate my job. And I think, you know, you guys have been commenting, saying that it's helping you, saying that these videos are important, that they have a good word and a good message. So I want to keep helping you guys. I want to keep, and this is what I want to do. So I'm going to keep putting these videos out. If I put them out at volume, that doesn't mean that I'm taking less time, energy, effort in thinking about these things. A lot of these things are things that I've thought, I've kind of held back for years. So there will be a lot of dumping because there's a lot that I have that I just haven't shared. For various reasons, and we'll go through that. I'll let you guys speak into my own psyche myself, so that you guys can kind of understand, because I do want to build community. I do want to build a place where people can come and not do the blame each other shit. Like we do too much of that in relationships or in the dating culture. We blame each other so much, and it's like we don't need that right now. But hey, if this helps you, consider donating to my daughter's GoFundMe. A lot of you guys know, but my daughter was abused by her special education teacher over 600 times in 2 years. And we are currently, right now, we are in the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. If I win this appeal, this is going to be historic and monumental, because what that means is that every parent in the Ninth Circuit Court, it means that you guys will not have to purchase lawyers to defend your daughters or to defend your children in court. It's going to be huge, because right now, working class children really don't have access to the courts, because the courts forces families to retain lawyers, and lawyers cost money. And a lot of lawyers, if you don't have that type of bread, they don't really work hard for you. So when I win this appeal, this is going to be historic and monumental, and it's going to help out a lot of people. So consider donating to the GoFundMe to help my daughter. I also have a Pay What You Want Ko-fi, where I will keep everybody updated on the case. And just other kind of things that I can't share on YouTube will be there as well. So love you guys. Hope you guys are doing great, man. Drop a comment, talk to me. I'll see you next time. Peace.